maayong adlaw. My name is Janine and welcome to the Pointe. Today's episode is video episode number 2, but actually it's officially episode number 16. Our first 14 episodes can be listened to on Spotify. And we'd like to invite you to follow us on Spotify, of course. That's the Pointe. Well, let's get this episode rolling. Joining with me here today are our resident Pointers, John and Shalo. Sunny isn't here today because he's in Iloilo. So, Sunny, hope you're doing well there.
What's up, everybody? Nice to see you again.
Hi, I'm Shalo, and this is my first time on video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't with us last time, right? We recorded. So welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Shallow, and to our pod pointers. It's the first time to see the face behind the voice of Shallow.
That's right, John.
Yeah. Thank you for the coffee, right, John?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you
By
for
the
the
way,
coffee.
shout out to the people behind our mugs. As you can see, it's the Pod Point. And of course, we also have our very own coffee machine. We just can't show it on
Thank you to our
on the
sponsors.
cameras, but it's behind. And yeah, thank you very much to our sponsors. Hence the reason why I feel so energetic right now, because of this coffee. Yeah.
It's his fourth cup.
Yeah, my fourth cup.
A good cup.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we get straight into things?
Yeah, I think you would wanted to share about
Yeah.
the goal of the Pod Point this year.
Yeah, so just to give a reminder to all our my bad. Pod pointers who are watching this episode, just wanted to remind you guys that our goal for Pod Point this year is to get to know a lot of Christian believers as much as we can and just talk to them about their life and how they live their faith in their work.
In their workplace, most especially,
Yes.
we'd want to know more about it. And I am really excited this
Yes.
afternoon. Really excited. Like, genuinely excited.
Sir, me too. And I feel so honored to be given the opportunity to introduce this person. So hopefully I'll be able to give justice to this introduction. So without further ado, guys, this person, first and foremost, is a churchgoer here in Crosspoint Church for the past few or so years. And this person has been in the radio industry for 30 years. Can you believe that? 30 years. And he is affiliated with 97.9 or Love Radio. He is the voice of Papa Jack, or now known as Daddy Jack, and he is the person or the voice behind the iconic lines such as "I-memorize pa ba yan?"
Kailangan pa bang i-memorize yan?
Sorry, my bad. Thank you for that. Kailangan pa ba i-memorize yan? So without further ado, guys, the voice behind Papa Jack, let us all welcome Kuya Ayie.
Yay!
Thank you. It's an honor to be here and the invitation. Thank you. I'm nervous.
I think we all are, Tito. We all are, but
Yeah.
we really would like to thank you for, gracing us with your presence this afternoon. And, did you hint that sound of voice? It's just
Yeah. The tone of voice,
The radio
On point.
voice.
on point, the enunciation of words.
oh,
That's because of the coffee.
thanks again for the
Good
coffee. Yeah, well, let's start. I think we really would want to know more about Kuya Ayie.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so, Kuya Ayie, let's take a little trip down memory lane because 30 years is not something that we should just shrug off. That's 30
yeah,
years.
yeah. You can't shrug off 30 years.
Exactly.
30 years.
Yeah. So, just a brief history on how you became a DJ and how Daddy Jock started. Yeah. So we would like to know about that.
I started my career in radio in Bacolod City way back 70s, 1970s. That's where I started my first radio career and my only career up to now. That's where I met my wife, my loving wife, in radio. I can give a brief history about that later on.
Yeah,
Why
we'd
not?
love to.
Please
We'd
do.
love
Please
to.
do indulge us.
Today is still February. It's still the love month.
Still have our cups full of coffee. We've got time.
You're right.
Usually in radio, you start in the graveyard shift. They put you on the graveyard shift or the sign-off shift. That would be 12 midnight to 4 a.m. That's where you start. Or you start in the office as a floor manager, mixing coffee while practicing or following somebody or following your mentor. That's how we were trained before. They still do it now, but because of digital things, it's easier to practice or to rehearse. And you can record yourself at home. Before we didn't have that. You needed a radio station to record your own to see if you were qualified or not.
Okay.
Or you would just close your ears and start practicing, reading the comics. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Yeah, because like with technology now, we do have the opportunity to just record ourselves through our phone, voice record. And
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but I kind of find it cringy to listen to myself listening to my recording. I sound different on the recording.
I actually
than
agree with you,
live.
John.
It's
And-
the quality of your phone, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. I've got a very,
Tito.
very cheap phone, guys. I'm a very cheap person.
I love the part when you said that it's your first and your only job. I should learn
Yes.
from that.
Up to now.
There's a passion in that work. Yeah.
I was there for 13 years, my first stint in radio, and I left the country for two decades. I went back and got myself in the same company. And they assigned me to Cebu. That was 2005. That's where Papa Jack came along. In Bacolod, I wasn't Papa Jack. I was just a simplified DJ using my name as Ayie White or something.
And then it was
Only here in
Cebu
Cebu that Papa Jack was born.
came to be.
Okay.
And it was through Love Radio,
Yes.
Kuya.
The same network, different setup.
Yeah, because I think John would want to let us know
Yeah.
further of how Kuya Ayie.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's time for you to end that statement with how Papa Jock came to be. And with that in line with the next question is, what could be the big reason why Papa Jock became so popular?
Papa Jack was a network name for the network. Someone was using Papa Jack in Manila, and he was so popular.
Okay.
So I used his name, which we were allowed because it was licensed by the network to use Papa Jack, and I used it for 6 years. I had the morning show. Papa Jack of Manila had the evening show, where it was caller-oriented show. I
Yeah.
was more on the music and information or entertainment
Yeah.
show because I was
Yes.
in the morning. And I did that for 6 years. That's why Papa Jack, they still call me up to now, who people knew me then, they still call me Papa Jack.
Yeah.
I was popular also then. And then after a while, they syndicated Papa Jack Manila show into a nationwide. So he had the evening slot direct from Manila via satellite. So I couldn't carry any more Papa Jack because you had Papa Jack of Cebu in the morning and
Papa Jack in
Jack
Manila.
in the evening. So they asked me to change your name, and it became Daddy Jack.
Okay.
So
The
that's
transition.
how it came to be.
But
Yeah.
our show was quite different,
Yeah.
very different. He was popular also. That's why I became popular. Thank you to him.
Okay, so you were riding on his waves.
Yeah.
But how
He
is
was
it?
riding on my way.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you
exactly.
can say
But
that.
it's
My
safe
bad,
to say
my
because
bad.
it's because Kuya Ayie was the one to use the first name Papa Jack right here on
Not really.
Cebu.
The network was
The
one.
network.
Yes.
Uh-uh.
And we followed. All my DJs then were also following Manila disc jockey names. Up to now, some of them. But somehow, some shows were syndicated and became nationwide.
nationwide.
Like Tambalan, which have Nicole Liala and Chris Chuper, which is being aired up to now in the mornings. And I had a DJ who had the name of Nicole Liala and another one, Chris Chuper. So we had to change that.
You know what? I just wanted to because I've shared this to you when we were talking before off cam that it's actually something like a nostalgia for me because I've always loved listening to radio, listening to music, listening to the DJs, and I bet I'm not sure, but I think the Generation Zs and the generations after them, they couldn't really be able to relate what radio station is because it's so easy for them to access listening to music, like because of the internet, because of Spotify. But I just wanna I think this opportunity that we could be able to talk about what radio is, is it, I don't know if it's a correct grammar, DJing. But you working as a disc jockey, and it still involves callers, right,
Yes.
Kuya? And then people like calling you to request for songs,
Yes.
and your work also in
shout outs.
yes.
I remember
uh-huh.
when I was a kid, I do that also.
Yeah.
We call.
So that's why we say radio personality, because it's a big word at that time. Yeah.
Yes, radio personality entails a lot of things also. It's not like say I'm the DJ, or you're just doing this, you're doing that. That's so easy. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Because you have to entertain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to inform.
You
And
have-
other things. You have to advise. Like
yeah.
the calls.
Yeah.
True.
And you have to be careful.
True.
Wrong advice would lead to something else unexpectedly.
Yeah. Can be a domino effect.
Yes.
Yeah, and with that, Tito, because of course you said, and then we know that you've been in this industry for over 30 years now. I think you have had a lot of how do you call this?
Roller coaster ride.
Yeah, or probably callers. So what's one significant call that you had before na it impacted your life, or how did it impact your life?
It impacted my life and other stations also. It impacted other stations also because we saved the life.
Like how, Tito? Ay, kuya.
She had a
Saving a
problem,
life.
Okay.
love life. She just broke up. She called the station,
And then
and we could feel that she needed someone to talk to and a shoulder to cry on. So we started entertaining her. We weren't serious then because our show was not seriously. It was all for purely entertainment.
Yeah.
Because
Fun
we were
and
on the morning
entertainment.
side. So we were joking at first, and then we started to feel something. Wait a minute. Serious to. This is serious.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Hold and behold, as we were going along, and people were listening, they were calling already, blah, 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 etc., etc. And she was getting deeper and deeper of considering something not bad, something not good. So we were trying to convince her, keep her on the line, blah, blah, blah. We were holding her, this and that. A listener knew her family and went to their home. And we were keeping her on the phone.
Yeah.
And she was getting convinced already, little by little. But we were so scared that if we let go of her,
Yeah.
or
Something
we
might-
keep on playing with her, giving her jokes,
What might happen to
ah,
her?
we were so scared.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
What were
pretty
you
much
feeling at that
alarming,
time,
I
Tito?
think.
You were scared and
We were so scared because we will be responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
One
word.
mistake, one word. Yes, we were
Yeah.
the weight
Down.
of each word you let go.
any terms you would call it. We didn't know what to do, but we just kept on. Why? Don't do that. Others go on. Move on, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
How did you know, Tito, that the friend went there?
We were on the phone with her,
Also?
and then the parents came along on the phone.
Wow.
Hi, this is blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Papa Jack. My daughter's okay, this and that. Oh, thank you, all right, blah, blah, blah. That's where the other station started calling me. Sir, totoo yun? Parang totoo yun ah. Oo, yes and this and that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. Wow, good job. Thank you, thank you. And then on our KBP, which is the Kapisan ng mga Broadcasters
Yeah.
Organization
Pilipinas.
Yeah.
of Cebu, credited our station for saving the life.
Wow. Wow.
We didn't know that. And then after how many months, another station had this wanted pangga.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Maybe you heard that story.
Yeah, yeah.
It happened
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
because it was uncontrolled already. They met outside, not on the air.
Okay.
And then
It was a matching. So it's difficult.
I'm
So
in
you're
awe.
not only a DJ,
true.
you can be a pastor,
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
you can be
Yeah.
a marriage counselor,
Yeah.
You can be a
And you-
therapist.
you can be a comedian,
Yeah.
even for kids, because they listen to you.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
And they have
Exactly.
access.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nowadays.
They don't see you,
Here
but
for
they
them.
listen to you.
Yeah.
Your mom is listening to you. Your child is listening.
Exactly.
So you have to be careful.
The weight of your job, Tito. No?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's difficult. One mistake. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, what did you do? Oh,
Yeah.
don't do that. You cannot rewind or you cannot
True.
edit. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's right.
It can affect the longevity of the radio station. Wow, that's crazy. Who would have thought, Kuya, that that call would happen in your program? Wow, that's crazy.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
We were at shack for maybe about 2 hours and then continuously after.
On air.
Yeah, we
Wow.
were
So you're
wow,
really.
muntik na yun.
Yeah.
We were just thinking about, wow, kawawa naman, this and that. What if?
Yes.
Yes.
What if?
really trying to converge.
If we did not catch it?
That's right. It's a blessing
Yes.
in disguise for your work. I mean,
Yes.
I think that's the most important part in there, that you might have thought that, okay, we're just doing funny things, what you've mentioned, because it was a morning show, so it's more of like a fun entertainment kind of show, batuhan ng mga jokes and all of that. But this one caller happened, and somehow, for me personally, I would really be so much alarmed on that. And what will I do? That question itself, what will I do? And I think your conviction in life would also portray on that moment on how you would handle it, because
Yes.
that was a life that you were trying to save at that time.
In TV, it's the same thing. You're reporting and there's an accident, and what do? You do a CPR, and that person survived.
Yeah.
It's the same story.
True.
Radio, you cannot see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Kuya? You mentioned something about being a DJ back then. It's difficult. Equally, I think it's also difficult in today. But before, you mentioned that it's important on the words that you will be saying on air, and I want to transition in that a question because I think that's really important, and also the part on how you handle making sure that the what you will be putting on air for the songs, the music. I'm not sure if you agree with me on that, if it's important as well. Uh, but focusing on the words that you will be saying, because it really entails talking, right? Aside from just playing. So, how did you tackle in this, and what's your important convictions on that? Like when you are on your program, on your radio, I want to make sure that this and that. So,
Yes, we always make it a point that we give meaningful whatever words that we say. It's meaningful and not useless.
true.
So we started storytelling. But before you do a storytelling, you have to research.
Exactly. That's
I
the difficult
agree.
part. Just kidding.
Because it's different. You can either give tips. Again, you still need research in order to give a good tip.
Yeah.
The legitimacy of your story.
Yeah.
Yes. So every word counts.
True.
It's not that, oh, blah, you're locked into, no, blah, blah, blah. I'll see you later. Bye. That's not, that's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 97.9 Love Radio. Hi, good morning. How are you today? Wow.
So
Have you
the-
heard about this? You're talking nonsense.
Yeah. It should be something that's engaging, right?
Oh,
Mm.
mga kabisyo, good morning. How are you today? Hope you woke up early, blah, 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 blah. What's in store today?
Mhm.
Are you ready for today? What do you have in mind?
So it's
Can I give you some?
Oh, it's very personal. Like that you're talking to one
You have to be
person.
connected.
Yeah.
So you have those kind of questions.
Yes,
to-
if
it's
you-
like
if you're not
interacting with them.
connected and letting them be involved,
Mhm.
you won't be connected.
True.
So I really like that part. Be involved, and maybe for some they would think that it's not important, but I think for you being on a media, being on radio, where a lot of people listen to you, and then you just mentioned earlier that there are also kids listening, all different ages. So I think that really matters that you be able to connect with them.
You have
And the question there is how to make them be involved on this one. I think that's like something of the greatest. Well, I don't want to
You
say a
just have to-
burden, but
you just have to be connected. To them.
yes. Well,
And
what
them connected to you.
was it? Was there like any rule for you on that, or like this is what I would want to do?
Being connected, there's a lot of ways.
Mm.
So, for the radio to be connected with your audience, you have to have a promo, something.
Okay.
The announcer or the DJ should have something like a question to ask for them to be connected
Yeah.
and reply. What do you think about this situation right now? Blah, blah, blah. Is it good or bad? Your comments, please. Text me up.
You know what, Tito? Just a question, a random question just came into my mind based on that because, technology is changing. I think somehow the culture is also changing slowly by slowly. But what do you think when it comes to being a disc jockey on radio? Was there like an element that never really changed, and for you that's the classic element that you have on radio that for sure that you would want to impart also for the young generation of disc jockeys, because you're still on Love Radio up to this moment, right? Kuya Ayie?
Yes, I'm still managing the radio.
One of the OGs.
The OG.
Yeah.
My
Still
bad.
young.
My bad.
My radio is still music. All of us still listen to radio because of music. Digital media, you listen to because of music. You still
That's right.
music, right? You listen to Spotify. Now you have video. you watch Pointe,
Yeah.
True
Right.
that.
and this is one of
Pointe.
them.
True that.
So, social media has in some way affected us, but only on advertising revenues. But in terms of listenership, it hasn't much. It's slowly eating up listenership, but it cannot eliminate.
Mm.
It benefited us because cell phones now have apps,
Yeah, applications.
applications of radio stations.
True.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can put in Love Radio
Mm-hmm.
and type /Cebu. One button would give you Cebu.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Social media, you put Love Radio, Facebook account, Twitter, blah blah. We have those things. We
Mm.
join them also.
Yeah.
We even have podcasts of Tambalan.
Okay.
The same. Yeah.
Yeah, the same concept.
The same.
Just to get or the listenership, because it's now divided. The
Yeah.
young ones
Yeah. I want to hear
are
about that.
more on digital,
Mm.
but it's still music,
Mm.
Yes.
and we have them.
They say that music transcends whatever culture,
Transcends
whatever
time.
age.
It's a universal.
Yes, that's right. And speaking of music, I think Shallow
Yeah.
would want
Tito,
to.
I'm not gonna let you sing. It's okay. Even when we can
Thank
sing
you.
along together.
Thank you.
But it's more of 3 songs that would actually portray your life. What are your top 3?
Number 1 is when I started radio in Bacolod. The Commodores had a concert
Ooh.
Okay.
on the same hotel where the station was leasing.
I think I know where the story is heading.
I want to hear this.
That's where I met my loving wife. I was working 12 midnight. And right after the concert, their group went to visit, radio station visit. And she was the one who caught my eye.
Typically, what love at first sight is.
Yes.
Love at first sight is
Commodores, I
real.
would say, is number 1 on my list.
Okay. What specific
Take note
song,
of
Tito?
that,
Do you have
John.
something in mind?
I think it's safe to say the Commodores were the best wingmen
Yeah.
for the both of you.
Yeah.
What would be the second one?
Second one, Always and Forever.
That's you singing, Kuya.
One of her favorite songs that I can't remember.
Maybe we can ask Tita later.
Yeah, maybe. But what's one, personally, what's your, I'm sure you have a lot of artists also that you like before, but what's one song that you really couldn't forget up until now?
Lionel,
Lionel Richie?
who was a member of the Commodores.
Oh,
Who was
I didn't know
lead
that.
vocals of the Commodores.
Oh, okay.
Still,
Mm.
Ah. I think I know that music transcends ages, but there's some times that, you know, oh, I don't know.
I would want to request Tito to sing one line so that we will
no,
know. Okay, are we really?
I remember what's my third song.
Oh,
Any
okay.
song from the Carpenters.
Oh, to you.
Nice, nice.
My mom's favorite.
What song would that
Gigi's
be?
smiling.
By the way, guys, you might be wondering why
Why
Kuya
we're
Ayie
looking-
is facing that way. It's because
Tita is there.
The love
the
of,
love
her of his
his
life.
life is over there.
On guard.
Yo. Yo.
So nice to be in love, Tito. Right?
It's always great to be in love.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. Yes. You know, music is a universal language,
Yes.
even on church.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
True.
It's,
We
what
use.
do we do?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's life.
Praises.
Yes, praise songs. Amen.
And we can use music as well to minister to people who do not
Yes.
know Christ.
Right. And
Lyrics.
it's even a medicine.
Yeah.
What's your favorite, Tito? Do you have a favorite praise and worship song?
This morning's song God,
God of
God of
Justice.
Justice.
God of Justice. I love that.
You listen to that song, guys.
Yeah, check
I
it out on
love that.
Facebook or
Tito will
YouTube.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also like I mean when you make a song, there are words. You cannot just make a song with notes and all. There should be like words, and I think I just want to connect it to how important it is that the words on the music and also words on what we say really is important. Like it should be something meaningful. It should be something encouraging. Yeah.
Same with ad libs of DJs. They're all connected with the songs also.
Ah,
Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Even the lyrics of the songs are interconnected
Being used.
with love or something.
Because
Yeah.
I think song could also be a literature.
Yes. Or a poem.
Yes. So you can like make lyrics out of Shakespeare's.
Yes.
I'm being geeky here.
That's true though. That's true.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and I learned a lot listening to you and your story as a DJ and as the voice behind Papa Jack,
Daddy Jack.
Daddy Jack.
Yeah. Now
Thank you.
Daddy Jack. It's
Sorry
all right.
about that, guys. Daddy Jack.
Maybe 5 years from now it's Lolo Jack.
Yeah, and I guess my favorite highlights from your life story, I guess number one for me would be your love story with your wife and how the Commodores became the
What?
best
Yes.
wingmen.
Jack is so in
Yes,
love, Tito.
Yes. It was a concert.
And
Yeah.
he saw his love of her life of his
In
life
his workplace.
in his workplace.
Yeah.
Same zing.
And yeah, that's the number one highlight for me. And I guess second one is I really love when you said how music is a universal language, and how it could connect and transcend
Yes.
time and culture and everything. Very
Everything.
beautiful. And yeah, I think one more that I really love what you said is that being a DJ is not a walk in the park kind of job.
It's not. It's not. It entails a lot of things that
Yeah.
you don't learn it in college.
Yeah, true.
You don't. You don't.
Like what you've said, a DJ is not just a DJ, it's
It's
a
everything.
therapist,
more than that.
everything. The
Everything.
jack of all trades.
You do marketing, you do cleaning.
Oh yeah, we were talking about it a while ago with Tito.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
On that note, Tito, pasample naman on how you do your your
Yeah. Sample.
We'd love to hear about that.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Pointe was brought to you by Dun 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 Dun.
Alright.
That was a good one.
Pointe.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tito, for really sharing your life
Thank you for the sponsor, coffee.
and also for the coffee. Yeah. So, guys, we would like to invite you in our church here at One Central Hotel. It's either at the 7th or 9th floor. And please, you can see us also in YouTube and Spotify. And we also have an Instagram for updates on what we do.
And yeah, we would like to invite them if you guys would want to send us a message or just send us a question or whatever that you would want to let us know. You could just send us an email, and our email address is thepodpointcebu@gmail.com.
In addition to that, just wanted to add,
Yeah.
if you are a big time fan of Daddy Jack, you may come here to church and get to personally meet him.
Selfie with Daddy
Selfie
Jack.
with the one and only Daddy Jack, OG of Love Radio.
Shout out, please.
And, I also want to give you an opportunity, Kuya Ayie, to let our listeners let us know about Love Radio, most especially the Gen Zs and the younger generations regarding Love
Yes.
Radio.
We can be heard at 97.9 on the frequency radio. We are also on the social media.
Ooh.
We have loveradio.com.ph
We will
slash
follow
Cebu.
that, Tito.
It's on the apps of Love Radio Manila, which is loveradio.com.ph just add /Cebu. Will bring you directly to us. We are streaming live 24 hours.
Ooh. Yeah. It's,
So you can hear
Live
us.
now.
My announcers are there.
Mm.
We
Yeah.
have one Christian announcer. Comes on
oh yeah,
board.
you mentioned about that.
Yes.
Kuya Ayie.
Lala Mia, she comes at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday to Saturday.
Mm.
So
Nice.
some words of wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
some verses read.
Yeah, I've heard of that. So I was like really surprised that I was able to hear out Bible verses and
Yes,
also
she does
Christian music were played.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, so I'm super glad to be able to get to know that the radio station is allowing, or maybe not the, how should we say it?
Kailangan pa ba i-member?
Yeah, so Kuya Ayie, really thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it, and
Thank you.
we're rooting for you
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
gracing
thank
us
you.
with your presence.
because that's like
Thank you
30
so much.
plus more years in radio.
And guys, for the record, this for the record, guys, this is Daddy Jack's first ever video appearance.
I made it.
So, guys, officially introducing to you the face behind the voice, Daddy Jack.
Woohoo!
And this will not be the last.
Yeah.
For sure. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be our show for today. We really thank you once again, Kuya Ayie. Yes, and this has been your host, Janine, and this is
The Pod
Point. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
See you in our next episode. Bye.